In last class, I explained that is third function of management, that is staffing. Today, I'm going to explaining you that is fourth function of management called directing. I already explained that is in management, there are the five functions, namely planning, organizing, staffing, directing, controlling. In planning, we are decided what to do, and in organizing, we are allocated all the resources and we decided that organizational structure. In staffing, we are estimated what is the kinds of job required or what is the number of staff required to perform in an organization. And in directing, we are telling to the people or we are going to give an instruction. That means the manager will going to give an instruction what they want to work in a organization. Let us learn more about that directing chapter. Before that, we should know that what is the weightage or what is the marks we can expect for the examination. Total marks is 11 marks. 1 marks question is 1, 2 marks question is 1, and 8 marks question is 1. Totally 11 marks plus practical oriented question. First is introduction. That means the leadership qualities, it's a very important for all that organization, for especially for the manager. Manager is playing a key role or important role in an organization. How? That means the manager will going to help to achieve that organizational goal by telling to the people or by giving a instruction or by guiding the subordinate while they are working. That means the manager has to inspire to the worker and the subordinate should focus on only that to achieve that organizational goal, in a way that the manager is playing a key role or important role in the organization. Let us learn the meaning of directing. This you can expect for 1 marks in the examination. Directing means giving instruction and guiding people in doing work. That means the top management they appointed the manager. That means the manager will be in a middle level management. The manager will going to giving a instruction. That means after appointing, that means in staffing chapter or in staffing function, we are decided what is the number of staff required in different departments to perform. We are appointed. In directing, the manager will giving a instruction what they want to work or the worker in which department they want to work, in a way that the manager will giving instruction to the subordinate or to the workers or to the employees, and the manager also guides the people in the doing the work. Only doing the work is not so important, even in which manner or how to work the manager will going to telling to the worker. It is called directing. For example, in our daily life, we come across many situations like in a hotel. If you are seeing that in a hotel, the owner will giving the direction to his employees to complete some activities. Understood? And also, coming to that educational institution, the teacher will giving a directing his students. Suppose the student they want to achieve their goal or they want to get out of out, that is 100 out of 100, the teacher will going to give a instruction to the student and to complete an assignment. And for example, in film industry, the film director will giving a direction to the artist how to act. With this, all that only the one aim called to achieve their objectives. Understood? Let us learn the main characteristics or main elements of directing. In directing chapter, we have that 4 elements of directing. First one, communication. Second one, supervision. Next one, motivation. And last one is leadership. I will going to explain you that each and every element in the next classes. Next one, characteristics of directing. This you can expect for 1 or 2 marks. Directing, there are mainly the 4 characteristics of directing. First one, directing initiates action. Second one, directing takes place management, every level of management. Next one, directing is a continuous process. And last one, directing flows from top to bottom. Let us learn in detail the characteristics of directing. First one, directing initiates action. That means directing is a key managerial function. A manager has to perform this function along with planning, organizing, staffing, and controlling while discharging his duties in the organization. That means directing one of the key role in a management function. That means how you have well defined plan, or how you have very good in selection of organizational structure. It does not a matter when the planning you have decided a very well, it is not a very big matter. But when coming to that action or execution, the directing function which helps in a lot. That means a manager has to perform his function along with. That means when the manager is doing his duty in organization along with some function of management called planning, organizing, staffing, and controlling, and all these functions which helps to achieving his organizational goal. This is called directing initiates action. That means what you have see the 3 functions. The 3 functions, it is not a big matter. When coming to that action, it is a very important. That is called directing initiates action. Next one, directing takes place at every level of management. That means the directing functions is a takes each and every level of management. I already explained that is there are the 3 levels of management called top level management, middle level management, and lower level management. That means every manager from top executive to supervisor perform the function of directing. Even this directing function which involved from the top to bottom, that is even if the executives to supervisor or subordinate. That means the directing function, it include that all the levels of management. This is called directing takes place at every level of management. Next one, directing is a continuous process. That means directing is a continuous activity. It takes place throughout the life of the organization, irrespective of people occupying the managerial position. That means this directing function in the organization, it is a continuous until or unless up to that when the organization exists, this function will continue. And also even if that manager will going to quit the job or different manager will come to that in an organization, this function will going to exit when the directing function will close at the time of closing of business. Even we have the different companies like Infosys or a BHEL or a Tata company, the different manager having in those companies. But this directing function for all the companies, it is a continuous. This is called continuous process. Next one, directing flows from top to bottom. That means directing is the first initiated at top level to flows to bottom through organizational hierarchy. That means we have that in an organization hierarchy system. That is, what is that hierarchy? That means top to bottom, that is top level, middle level, and lower level. That means it means the every manager direct its immediate subordinate to take instruction from his immediate boss. That means whatever the instruction is given by the top level management, that instruction immediately taken by the manager. Whatever the instruction will going to give that manager, that instruction will going to taken by the supervisor or subordinate. Understood? That means it is a very important. This directing hierarchy system or authority power will flows from top to bottom. It is called directing flows from top to bottom. Next, we have that importance of directing. This topic also you can expect for 2 marks. The importance of directing can be understood by the fact and every action in the organization is initiated through directing only. That means this directing function which helps to achieve that, or it will guides towards achievement of common objectives. Even if it is not only the manager will going to give an instruction or guiding that to the workers also should focus to achieve that organizational goals, as well as they want to satisfy his personal objectives in the organization. Let us learn in detail the importance of directing. Directing helps to initiate action by people in the organization towards attainment of desired objective. That means this directing function which help a lot to the workers by the manager to achieve their organizational goals, and also this directing function will comes to that action, and also the people they want to achieve their organizational goal. You can just understand in this picture will gives a clear meaning. That means the manager will going to showing the road or way to achieve that organizational goals. Other all that worker they all are following is a manager. That means the manager will going to helping to achieve that organizational goal, or this directing function will going to helping in an organization to achieve that desired objective. And second one, directing integrates employee efforts in an organization in such a way that every individual efforts contributed to the organizational performance. Even when we are going to achieve that organizational goals, they have that each and individual employee their performance, their output. Understood? Even the employee efforts plus organizational direction is equal to organizational goals. In a way that we can achieve that organizational goals, we have to take individual efforts. It is called directing integrates employee efforts in the organizational in such a way that every individual efforts contribute to organizational performance. Next one, directing facilitate introduction of needed changes in the organization. That means if they want to changes any technical changes or any other changes, generally the people having tendency to resist changes in the organization. Effective directing through motivation, communication, leadership help to reduce such resistance and develop required cooperation in introducing the changes in the organization. If you want to introduce any changes, even the elements of directing, with the help of elements of directing, you can execute. What are the elements of directing? I already said that. Even that supervision or motivation, communication and leadership. With all this help, you can introduce the new changes in the organization, which may leads to cooperation among the employees. It is called directing facilitate introduction of needed changes in the organization. And next one, and the last importance called effective directing helps to bring stability and balance in the organization. Even the manager having a very good quality and that manager inspiring a lot to the workers and to the employees or a supervisor. The supervisor also is a very interested in achieving of organizational goal. How it is possible with the help of directing function. With that, if they want to interested, the organization will be stay for a long period of time, or stability in the market and balance in the organization. Even many of the companies in the world, the manager or the this effective directing will leads to stability of the organization. With that, we have completed today's class, that is characteristics and importance. In the next class, I am going to explaining you that is principles of directing.